Hey everybody, today I just wanted to share a tool with everyone. So if you're working with um, web services and LabVIEW, this tool's meant to just make that a little bit easier. So giving you the ability to monitor those web services remotely or locally. So it could be on the same machine or it could be remote machines. Being able to check on the status of those web services, make sure that they're still running, and be able to generate kind of reports around that and do some testing with web services. So the UI for this is, pretty simple. I can run this. So I can enter a machine to query. So for this example, I'm just going to query localhost. From there, I can click this query services button, and we get all of this HTML content here. I can right click on this content and do read HTML. And it's going to go populate this in my web page, so I can actually view the HTML in an easy way to view. But I can basically go here and see the status of all of the different web services that are running on my machine. And so this can be helpful if I have a specific web service that I've created and I've deployed. I can check to make sure it's still running, what port it's listening on, also all of that information. So it can be really helpful for just checking on web services. If I need to, I can do this save to file, and it's just going to save this HTML as an HTML document, so I can open that up later. So if maybe I notice something weird, I can just go and save to file. I do have this ping here, so it's going to ping the machine to query and make sure I can actually reach it. So if I have maybe like a server set up or a different computer that's running my web services, I can check that I can actually reach that device with that. I also can do a open URL, which just allows me to open if you have like web content built into a web service like public content. You can open the URLs. Embed web page just basically uses WebView 2 to embed that web page. Nothing crazy. And then there's this REST request, which just allows you to basically specify a method and then enter the URL you want to execute that on. I don't know one off the top of my head, but yeah. And then it just returns the results here so you can see. So it's just meant to be a way you can test your web services. So I can just input a URL. And there's different options, right? If I'm doing like a post, it allows me to input like a post buffer. Whereas like for a GET, it just wants like a URL. Yeah, this is all free, open source. You're welcome to do with it what you want. The code's really simple, basically just a event handler. But yeah, you can kind of see here. So this is how we're getting the web service info. See our ping. So we're actually using .NET here to ping our device. Let's see, for our REST, this is where we're actually executing the different HTTP methods based off what you've selected. Open URL just is going to ask you for the URL and open it in browser. If you try to generate if you right click the HTML and select to read the HTML, it just creates a temporary HTML document in the temporary directory and then opens it up in your browser. So that's what you were seeing earlier when I opened that up. Save is doing essentially the same thing. We're just instead now asking you where you want to save this so you can actually find the file later. Yeah, for our embed, we're just using WebView to kind of just embed that webpage. So yeah, if this is helpful for someone, the link to this is available in the description to the video. You're welcome to come and play with it and modify it and do whatever you want with it. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in.
Canon Controls is your gateway to mastering LabVIEW. Dive into programming for data acquisition, industrial communications, and manufacturing automation. Explore how to enhance your projects with cybersecurity best practices. Join the journey to elevate your skills and secure your systems with every episode.